What's up, everybody? This is OHM coming at you with a new video. Now, today I'm gonna be doing a series of videos where I'm gonna be talking about my favorite artists' albums, and I'm gonna rank their albums from S to D. We're going to see what albums I loved and what albums I thought was a dud. So we're gonna first start off with, you read the title, Trip Lee. How does his albums rank? Now you gotta understand, I'm an old head. See the gray? So I'm an old head. So I'm going to be ranking this based on me being old. Actually, how old is Trip Lee? He's 37. Okay. I call him the babyface assassin because he always had that baby face. Even to this day, he got a baby face, the babyface assassin. So anyway, let's get looking at the list and let's see where I rank him. Let's go. So as you can see, he came out with, and I'm only using albums. I'm not using mixtapes. The mixtape Messiah, not using that one, and I'm not using Brag on My Lord. That was another one. I'm not using those. I'm only using his albums. So as you can see, he has 8, right? Yeah, 8 albums. And so we're going to rank them. We're going to start from the beginning of his career to the latest one that came out in 2023. I know he came out with 3 songs in 2024. We ain't talking about those. But let's rank them. Okay, so first, If They Only Knew. Now, If They Only Knew, I hated it. I remember. I hate to say it, I hated his voice. I thought he sounded like, I did not like his voice. I didn't like the beats. I didn't like the flow. I did not like this album, unfortunately. And I never went back and listened to it as a grown adult now. Because you got to understand, when this came out, I was like teenager. So I'm going to put that as a D. So that was, I just, I couldn't get with it. I could not get with that album. So yeah, it's a D. So then 2020, I got to say, so 2020, this is when Trip Lee became the person that I liked. I don't know what it was that went from If They Only Knew to 2020, but I don't know. I think the quality got better. His flow kind of stayed the same. I don't know why I liked it better, but I really started to, maybe my maturity in Christ started. I don't know. But when it came out, I just know I jammed it. Like, and of course, there were songs on there I did not like, but I'm not even gonna lie, I jammed most of that album. So it has a special place in my heart. So I'm going to put it as a B because he still wasn't my favorite. It's funny because out of Reach Records at the time 2020 Vision came out, Tadashi was my favorite. Believe it or not, the chameleon himself, he was my favorite at that time. So, cause I was from the South, and Tadashi sounded like the South, man. Everything he did looked like it was South inspired, you know. So he was my favorite. So anyway, 2020 became a B. Now this next one, In Between Two Worlds. Oh man, when he made that album, the production just went. You could tell Reach Records was now a legitimate threat to all artists, all Christian rappers out there, to show this is what the people want. They want quality. They want this. In Between Two Worlds came out, and I loved it. My favorite song on there was Fantasy, featuring Susie Rock at the time, but later Natalie Lauren. Oh my God, Fantasy, Masquerade, Imagine. Oh, all I want is that fantasy. There is life. Man, I mean, that whole album went in. I loved it. Bear With You. I'm a bear with you. And then Tadashi actually killed that. Life had been promised ever since when he was talking about his dad, him and his dad reconciling. Amazing album. Mwah. I'm going to put that one as a S. I'm going to put it as a S. That is like, that's a complete album. That is an amazing album. I think there was only 2 songs on there that I don't jam. I think there was only 2 songs on there that I don't jam. So anyway, yes. So let's move on to The Good Life. The Good Life. Now, The Good Life. I will say I felt that it was a drop off from In Between Two Worlds. But the thing is, though, after I started listening again, I actually realized how much I loved it. So I know it's kind of weird. Robot. I hated that song, and I think that's what got me, because that's the single that he released. And I hated that song, so I think that's why I thought it was a step down. But then, I mean, what was it, War? That song went hard. This is war, like you ain't seen. Oh, that song. And then he had a song with Susie Rock again, and then I Love went hard too. Trying to think of, it was another song that went in. I'm wrong. Okay, I am definitely wrong. I have to simply. I'm definitely wrong. Fantasy was on The Good Life. It was Show's Over was the song that I was talking about that I loved from Between Two Worlds. Show's Over. I used to, when I was running, like I was seriously into running in my early 20s. Show's Over is what I would jam. This is the end of my show. Yeah, that's what. I'm sorry, I messed that completely up. That was the one that was on Between Two Worlds. Okay, The Good Life had Fantasy. That's the song. We live in a la 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 la. But anyway, man, I can't believe I thought that was in a different area. Anyway, I can't believe I thought that was a different one. So, I mean, let alone just having Fantasy, I Love, and War, those 3 songs. I think 116 also was a good one with Andy Mineo and KB. Wasn't my favorite, but just having those songs alone. A Good Thing. Good Thing was a good song too. I'm actually going to put it, Fantasy was such a banger. Like, I love that song, man. I'm gonna put it as an S class. I know I'm probably, because there's songs on there. It was a lot. I gotta put it as an A. There's a lot more songs that I skipped on The Good Life than I did not skip on Between Two Worlds. I gotta be honest. But Fantasy was such. I mean, I jam Fantasy more than any other trip. Well, actually, that's a lie. But before these last albums, Fantasy was the one I jammed constantly. But now we're coming to his, I don't know, what do you call it? Opus Magnus? His best, in my opinion, best album he ever created. If they had a double S, I would definitely put it there. This album, I don't skip a song except for maybe the one he did with Lecrae, Manolo. I don't like that song. Manolo. That song was trash. I remember that was another one you made a video for. Man down. I just remember I was like, ugh. Like, but Lazarus, oh my gosh. There's this part on Lazarus where the beat changes and it goes damn. I mean, that much. Oh man. Lazarus go hard. Rise goes hard. Man, my favorite song, Sweet Victory. I remember, I'm gonna be honest with you, I had tears in my eyes when I listened to Sweet Victory, because he was speaking so much from the heart. You could feel the spirit in that Sweet Victory. Man, Crown of Thorns. Oh man. Oh Jesus. That song that's the one I jam constantly. Like that, I jam that album constantly. That's his best album ever. Rise, I mean, we all rise up. That'll be so. And then Shui, I will be so Shui. I don't know. It's just the way he rap. So anyway, that's his best album ever. I don't. Besides Manolo, that's the only trash on there. Every other song, I mean, was masterpiece. Production, the cover was production. Was just the cover was amazing. The beat choices, except for Manolo, that dun dun dun, it was horrible. Everything was so good. Man, that album was beautiful. Like I mean, like I said, it's very very rare that I get in my emotions when I listen to music, but I will say this was the first album where I had tears. And like I really felt as they see me limping. Oh man, they see me limp. I felt him, man. I felt the pain he was going through. Oh man, I mean, that was just I can't brag enough of how amazing that album was. Anyway, I'm just talking. I'm yapping now. Let me go on. So, Waiting Room was next. Waiting Room. Now, Waiting Room was no slouch. I remember people did not like this album. A lot of my friends and I seen like the sales weren't as much as, but I mean, if you come from Rise and then you go to Waiting Room, you would think it's a drop off because it's not like Triple E's Rise. Rise was so amazing, but the Waiting Room was no, like I will say A Billion Years was lacking. It was a great song, but it wasn't like Sweet Victory. I'm gonna give the Waiting Room a B, but it wasn't a trash album at all. I will say it's not memorable. It's not memorable. Yeah, I looked at the songs. Yeah, they really aren't that memorable. But as for him, when I was jamming it, I loved it. So I'm gonna give it a B. I'm gonna give it a B. It's not his best, as you can see. Just like 2020, as when it came out, I was on it. But like A and S, those three albums, always going to trump it. So anyway, let's go to the next. And I'm going to put this disclaimer out. It gets bad here. Okay, so The End. The End 2021, I believe The End came out. This was not Triple E. I don't know who that was that did that album. That wasn't Triple E. That must have been a clone. None of the songs sounded like him. Voice wise, yes. But cadence, flow, production was amazing. The production was so amazing. Every song I was jamming, but I hated it. And the reason why I hated it is because it just seems like all of those songs were meant for 1K Few, for What Up RG, for Hovey, for I forgot her name. I know it used to be Anarchy. I think she changed it. I forgot. But anyway, it was meant for them. It was not meant for, at the time, I guess he would be what? He would have been 33 or something, because he's 37 now. So 4 years ago. Yeah, 33. That was not meant for a 33-year-old. It was not a good album. I definitely would put it in the D category. Amazing production. I think if anybody else made this album, I would have loved it. But since it was Triple E, I just was disappointed at every track. The repetitive choruses, like almost every song, the chorus just repeated itself over and over and over, like 3 words repeated over and over. It was so bad. The production was amazing. I don't even know about the message that much. I didn't know what he was doing. I'm sorry. I remember I thought I was crazy, and I texted my friend. I said, man, I don't think I like Trip. I don't like Triple E anymore. It got worse because when the end, I mean, I don't even get the the title of the album, The End. I don't know. It just wasn't Triple E. Everything Triple E did was spiritual. Everything Triple E did was to educate you. I mean, every album there, you can look and see every last one of them. When you finish listening to Triple E's album, you learned about God. You learned about his love for you, his plan for you, as you ways you should live as a Christian. When the DN came out, I don't know what you learned from that. Probably that amazing beats. It was bad. I didn't like it. I thought it was horrible. Anybody else who makes that type of music, any of these youngins out here that's all they do is make that type of music was you know, you make that type of music. That I mean that, and the production was amazing. I'm not lying. Every beat had me going, man, Trip, what are you doing on this thing? You know? So the end got a D. All right, the last one, the epilogue. Okay, so the epilogue. I would say that cover was crazy. Now, the epilogue seemed to be a mixture between old Tripoli and new Tripoli. You had songs in there where it was deba 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 and trap type, like young type beats. But then you had some songs on there that actually was what Tripoli was known for. The hard hitting, educational, thoughtful, spiritual type lyrics that you knew Tripoli for. And so I was torn, man, because even naked booty himself.
So many songs that have blessed people have been written butt naked. Next question.
Really?
But not one sock on. I straight out the bed. But if you come over to my house, don't sit on that piano bench. Sit on that piano bench. That piano bench ain't had nothing but cheeks on that piano bench. For Jesus. Next question.
I wonder if he was naked with Triple E when they wrote the song, Kurt Franklin, because he said he likes to be naked when he writes music. So he said nothing, there's something wrong with that dude. But he had Kurt Franklin on there. It was an amazing song. It really was an amazing song. If I'm trying to remember all the others, I mean, they had some great songs on there. Some of them I could have done without. I'm going to tell you the most confusing song I heard on there was Magic. Magic made no sense to me. I mean, go listen to it and tell me what was he trying to convey with Magic, because I don't know. Because at first I thought he was talking about being with Jesus, and he was saying how Jesus really, it felt like magic when he with him. But then he starts saying weird stuff like, do you like it like, do you like it like it? Do you like it like that? Do you like it like that? And I'm like, is he talking to Jesus? Like, is he telling Jesus, do he like it like that? Like, I mean, I'm telling you, go listen to that song and tell me, what in the world is he trying to tell us? That he wants to have a sexual relationship with Jesus or something? Like, I don't understand that he's like, do you like it like that? Do you like it like, hold on, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics. Okay, so let's look at this. So he says, a new day, been a minute, caught up in the loop, told myself I'm focused on the new, been down bad for no reason. This ain't that, it's my season. Yes, sir. Oh, no. So that's the new age for you. The new age, they don't like to make coherent sentences. They like to speak in half sentences, because a lot of these young people, they don't use complete sentences. And a lot of their lyrics are like that too. So you have to like really, if you're young, you get this because you don't speak complete sentences. But for me, I'm an old head and I was trying to piece this together. But I can get where he's trying to go with this. And then the chorus is really horrible. It says, when I'm with you, it feels like magic, right? I'm a sucker for a good bad habit. I don't get that. What does he mean? I'm a sucker for a good bad habit. So, is he talking about sin? Turn my back and then I'm right back at it. So he's like saying I'm going away from when I'm with you. I feel like it just feels like he must be talking about sin. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this whole thing is about sin. You got me in your phone. When I feel broken, I run to your arms. Keep coming back. Yeah, maybe he's talking about sin. Oh. Oh, so that's what I remember. I hated this song because I'm like, what is he talking about? Every time I get away, he calls me right back. His see, this is okay. This is what I don't get. Okay, so right here he says, every time I get away, he calls me right back. His grace said I'm at home. So his grace says I'm at home. I need that. So he's got to be talking about Jesus, right? But then here it says, do you like? Do you like that? Do you like that? What is he? I don't know. And it sounds weird when he's saying, do you like that? It's weird. Like I said, that song Magic is weird, bro. Like, so I don't know. I'm going, long story short, I'm going to take the N and put it with a B. So this is my list. This is my list in all of its beauty, glory, disgustingness, whatever. This is what I made it. As you can see, Trip Lee fell off to me when he made the end and the epilogue. Is like kind of his growing back in my graces. I don't know. To me, when you reach 30s and these young kids call it unk status, when you reach those, to me, you should not be trying to do the epithet. You know, I always said this with Lecrae. I said it's like as soon as they grew their braids, it's like they went crazy. Anyway, I'm just being funny. He's one of my favorites. I still jam him to this day. I don't jam the epilogue. Definitely don't jam the end. That is horrible. I don't like to listen to the end at all. The epilogue, there's like 2 tracks on there that I find myself sometimes wanting to listen to, but if anything, I don't jam these 2 albums at all. I jam 1 song from here. I jam 2 songs from here, maybe 2 songs from here. But these 3 are the ones that stay in the rotation. These 3 are the ones that you can always catch me jamming. So anyway, y'all tell me, where am I wrong? I'm an old head. You got to remember that. So I love the old stuff and it resonates more. I think even with I think if you put this in front of the young people, and when I say young people, I mean 20s. I think if you're a teenager, yeah, the new stuff is going to really relate to you. Um, that's just me. I mean, that's just me. But I don't want to rabble on anymore. We're going to be doing more like this. I might do rapid fire. I'll see. But yeah, this is it. Y'all like, subscribe, do all those cool things. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.